Well, first of all, Oromar isn't one of my boys. I have boys, and Oromar isn't one of them. I think Oromar's a lot of fun.
He's too old to be your boy.
Look, being a boy.
I guess Grak is maybe older than Oromar.
Being a boy is not an age thing. You can be my boy no matter how old you are. But, Oromar played in support is just kind of a little bit boring. Unless he gets the big RNG stun rolls. But I'm real excited for Oromar played as he shouldn't be. So, we got what we were talking about, though. This will be, presumably, mid-Superman. Or mid-Caffeine, maybe.
Mr. Suns is typically their mage. So, or their mid, I should say.
But he played bot lane on the Liliana.
They're mid/mage.
Right.
Like that.
So, it could go either
mage.
way. But I agree with you that it is likely what I was talking about, that mid-Superman would come through here. Caffeine could cycle in, but is more likely in one of the sides.
Right, and the nice thing about Superman, and the reason why he's capable of playing mid, is because he can clear the way without putting himself in danger. It's also nice because he kind of fills the Varus/Malak/Dioma mid archetype, in which you're a pretty good fighter, right? You can immediately rotate, you can cause some havoc, and that makes him very dangerous.
Do you have a moment to hear about Jungle Oromar?
I don't, but maybe chat does.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to chat. Give me my number. We're into game number 5. The first game of the AWC to reach a game 5. As we continue with the battle to represent Thailand in the semi-finals. Wildcard won games 1 and 2 in dominant fashion. Then the main team turned it up, presented a few wildcards of their own. And now they have an ace in the hole for game 5, presumably. As they put Mr. Suns on that Superman in mid, Moon One off to the bottom side of the map in that abyssal lane as the Caffeine.
You know, as we get deeper into in this global pick ban situation, it gets harder and harder to call these games because you don't know how they're going to operate. I think that Thailand main has an excellent draft here. I think they did a really good job. They have power across the board. They can scale into the late game as well with Quillen and Caffeine. But Thailand Wildcard got Rush on Lindis, and if anyone can challenge Zane for best Lindis in the world, it's Rush. As we saw multiple times at AWC and AIC. They also have Talos on Nina, they have NT on Varus. I mean, they have a lot of things going on. It's down to KSSA and Hawk to play these off-the-wall characters, but if anyone can play them, it's these two.
They live their life off the wall. They live it on the floor as grounded, kind individuals.
They are pretty kind. I like Hawk.
I give him a high five once.
I'm so jealous.
You know what? I'm actually be at the same event as them for the first time since AWC 2018, so I'm really excited for that. What is this? KSSA just man fighting. I take it back. You know what? I thought I was over Oromar. I am not over Oromar. Especially when you start him off like this. So, the big thing of, oh my god, I'll hold my explanation for a moment as J-Jack lands and when cuffs and throws everything into down. The big thing about Oromar is that what are the odds? 33%? Every big smash of his has a chance to be a big stun. And then his first ability is a big AoE damage, and every fourth cast of it is guaranteed a massive stun.
Right. He's also, his second ability is another stun, and every third time you hit it on a hero, it's also a bigger stun.
Yeah.
So he's like a stun boy.
And then if you're surrounded by scary people, you pop your standing tall, turn yourself into a Beyblade, and you do lifesteal.
no damage, just lifesteal.
Yes. You keep yourself alive. You don't really do much aside from that, but you're unkillable for like a hot 2 seconds.
He also does magic damage proportionate to his health. So that's nice. When his passive goes on. Hawk goes for a flashy boost, so he wants as many of those plague specials as possible.
Fun. Abyssal Dragon will be up. KSSA is kind of rolling forward. There's the fuse laid out to contest. Oh, Mr. Suns in. Gets Search, gets the Abyssal.
Oh my god, you saw him in that bush. He knew the correct time would go in, and he just snatches it right away from the Wildcard team.
KSSA in for more Oromar stuns with the Plague Spectre. Oh, that's a chunk out of Hawk, but old Wild J-Jack did more damage, I think, with a good win cuffs. Uh-oh. Hawk, too far forward, gets Search on the flank. KSSA eats a ton. Mr. Sun slams to the ground, and this gets scary. But NT's on the flank, gets Search in trouble, needs a rescue. Luckily, Mr. Suns is there. All of Thailand's main are low, though, after that, and they get out of dodge real fast.
That was a beautiful Chaos Bomb by Hawk there, getting his support out of trouble, because KSSA was about to die, but in comes the knockback, and KSSA is just fine. Hawk providing a really good trade-off so far, but we need to see a lot of these Plague Spectres land.
Thailand's Wildcard are looking for mid-clear here. So this is remarkably standard from both sides. The only positioning thing that I think is different is J-Jack for Thailand main is hanging out with Cacophony a little bit more than you usually see supports do for their ADC in the current meta. A lot of the current meta is supports hanging towards mid.
Right, and part of that is because, you know, Cacophony is all the way up there in that Dark Star lane. The other thing is that J-Duck really doesn't want.
Mr. Suns, good night!
Again, another great play by Hawk, being able to push back the Superman. And I think that was a huge reason why they went for this Breda. And I think it was before the Superman was picked, but still, the CC that provides really valuable here.
Sun in on Taos. Uh-oh. Sun, can you say?
Search is turning on at the moment, especially because he doesn't have the Clovis Syncing quite yet. Speaking of Clovis Syncing, the Moonlight does pick it up himself.
Oh, and he gets a kill in the top lane with like 1 HP. Hawk shuts him down. 1-1 trade will be acceptable. Get Search tried to get more, but the turret scares him off.
Yeah, and this is where Muwan is going to start turning on. Every single time he gets his pulse cannon out, is going to do massive damage in an AoE line. Not to mention, even when he just goes for his Gatling gun, it's going to be doing plenty of damage in any sort of one-on-one situation.
I'm not sure how it happened, but NT died as well. Just off to the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, I didn't see that, sorry.
I was trying to like piece it together. I think it may have been some that got him, but Mr. Suns in the mid lane.
I tried to move another one.
The standing tall, you can see there actually is a halfway decent Superman counter because it has a slow on it.
Right, and there's a percentage chance that it stuns him as well.
Come, bathe in my Oromarness.
Who will win this dice roll today?
You know what? That's why I like Oromar. Because if you build him full
RNG.
damage, hear me out. If you build him full damage, then you have 1 dash and no HP. But my god, if you get the dice roll, you do like 100% of somebody's HP.
Yeah, and also he has a Christmas skin. So he's smacking with a. Wait, why did he cut off the snowman's head? Just so he could
As a
dash
warning.
people with it. Hiya! What hurts more, getting hit by a snowman head or a Christmas tree?
Christmas tree? Why is that a question? What?
If that head is packed in tight, that's like a rock.
Yeah, but it's a tree, Daniel.
Yeah, but the leaves soften the blow.
No. I feel like you haven't been near a tree in a while. It's made of wood, Daniel.
Yeah, but ice is part of the wood. Hey,
I
I'm a
can't
physics
with
major,
you.
I know these things.
I
I don't get a jail-free card. Physics major, eat it.
Yeah, but it's not ice. You don't make a snowman out of ice, you lunatic.
You don't know. You don't know
I
that
do.
it's ice.
I know how you don't make a snowman out of packed ice.
You California, okay? Ice, snow is just
Currently,
ice.
and
Even
see
away from
through for the wave. Don't have a high ground tower focused anywhere. Towns will get the tier 2 in the bottom lane. That's not quite the same.
Rush just picked up Blade Eternity Hawk.
Oh, the bot lane high ground.
No.
I thought Taos was going for it. He did take a chunk off. Not nearly as much as I expected, though. Here's the mid lane tower to be focused out. The wave clear's not there, so it's on the flank. Might have got a bridge too far. He needs to get out of here, and he can't. Slowed down by Chaos to say he barely makes it free, Daniel.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe he got out of there, but this might be an opportunity for Wildcard as they push on these towers.
Bot lane tower goes down. Wildcard able to snag it while the rest of the team is distracted, chasing NT across the map.
That's one down. The others are very low. 1 minute on that Dark Slayer. The funny thing is, main Thailand team isn't that far behind in gold. So they could take a fight if they could just get near, but Hawk has just been amazing with the Plague Spectres. They can't even get close.
People have been asking me on social media all group stage long, why isn't Caffeine getting played? I'm gonna send him this underwhelming performance from now on in answer to that question.
Okay. You go ahead and do that. I feel like if it's... I don't want to talk too much smack on Nuwa, but if it was NT, I don't know.
I mean, if any character's played by NT, you know. Abyssal Dragon will be scooped up by the wildcard side. They're going to reset their HPs with a recall to base, then go focus down the Dark Slayer. They know they have the time to do that, because they could see the minion waves on the map and knew the main team needed to go back and clear their way.
Yeah, and also that they also chunked the Thailand main team a little bit, so they knew that they had to go back as well. One thing to keep in mind, the Abyssal buff has specific buffs for each member, or each role. Once you get the Dark Slayer buff though, everyone gets healed and mana regen. So there'll be less need to go back if Wildcard is able to secure
30k
for the second time.
15k, no contest, 5 and it's gone. Wildcard get the Dark Slayer.
This could be it, right here. Still, main team is not that far behind gold. They're getting their own Blaze of Eternity, which could turn these fights.
Uh-oh, Chaos is out. Pops the Ring of the Fiend. He should get free, but Moon One zooms after him. My god. Pops the sprint to do that.
They want any pick they can get. Any pick would basically nullify both of these buffs here for Wildcard, because they
look at how much damage Hawk just did to Mr. Sums.
Yeah, that's like imperative for you.
A third of a Superman's HP in one chunk.
Staff, no.
Kansas 8, just checking these bushes, forcing Thailand back. Operating as like a mobile source of vision, binoculars for the rest of the team. Here comes the Drake with Wave in top, Wave alone in mid. Fusillade to clear, Ghost Walk as well. Can they get the Drake as well? No, not yet. Mid lane things are getting dicey as well. Mr. Subs barely survives. That tower's gone in mid. It will be in the top lane as well. They have to deal with that Drake, and I don't think they can. All 3 high grounds gone. Thailand may need to hold here and now. One team fight. Otherwise, Wildcard half the game. It's a full fair 5v5 though. Could go either way. As long as the wave clear is dealt with. There are the super minions gone in the bottom lane. All things are even for now, and Wildcard seem to be tempted to just back off here. Uh-oh. NT. The zone goes in with bloody kiss, that's all. Just poke.
Yeah, I don't blame Wildcard for backing off here, because they know that they have the super duper uber minions TJ coming through the mid every single way from now on. Thailand cannot get onto the map knowing that they're pushed back the entire time, and there's really no backdoor potential either, because Thailand Wildcard have done a great job of keeping their towers alive.
Super duper uber minions. Not quite as uber and super as they can be, but still real scary.
They skipped one day at the gym this week.
Yeah. But they may get that day back if the Dark Slayer's picked up. Of course, what we're referencing is if the Drake gets summoned, the mid lane minions become the smallest things since Warhammer.
Hawk has been doing an amazing job, by the way, just constantly throwing out Plague Specters, and we've seen the damage it can do.
Uh-huh. But I do feel every second Wildcard wait is another second that Thailand main get a little bit more on their builds. This game gets a little bit closer. We're at the 20-minute mark.
Right, but that said, the Wildcard team is only ahead by 3,000 to 4,000 gold, so if they force this, that could be a way to throw. I do like them being a little bit patient here, because they're not that far ahead as it stands. If they were like 10,000 gold ahead, I would agree that they want to just push in and try to make it happen. But the situation 5 minutes from now is not going to be much different from now, as long as they don't throw it.
Darkslayer up now. Tao's in. Ghostwalk burns. Sun survives.
Oh my goodness. Also, the Ray's Blessing was burned as well, so he doesn't have that panic shield.
Uh-huh. Tao's maybe in trouble, though. J-Jack, the turn. Chaos is in for the stun. Tao's as well. That ends up with the Hurricane Wall spent. But Thailand survived the exchange. This means Wildcard want to be able to turn their attention over towards the Darkslayer, though, and there's nothing Thailand main can do.
Wildcard works a lot better as a team because they need that zoning there from Hawk for them to try to stay together as a team and just push onto the core as 5 after this.
Nothing that can be done about this Darkslayer. It's picked up. Double buff to Thailand Wildcard as they approach this Game 5 win.
So, I did like Wildcard backing off earlier after they got all the towers down. This time, they need to make a push for it. As aggressive as they need to be here.
They have to Drake to summon. It'll be on Rush, who's currently pretty far back in the mid. He's waiting for the timing, I think, with the Super Duper Uber minions. There it is. Here it comes.
This right here.
Yep, the fight for the game. One team fight to decide them all. They don't kill the Super Minions in time, so Sun goes in to stall. He's too far forward. Hurricane Wall sets things up. Nicely done, but Sun's still down. Has the blade of return to get back up, but he'll be burnt down anyway. They don't have the damage. Thailand already down 2 players, and they're not keeping up with the wave either. They lose another. Rush low, but it doesn't matter. There's the core. There is game.